Welcome to another episode of 94 feet. The reason why we call it 94 feet, the length of the court, 94 feet. And dude's just making a face. The length of the court is 94 feet. The length of the court is 94 feet. We cover everything inside the length of the court. I'm Jay. Got my brother right here, man.
So you already know legendary Shane, voice of the people. Mr. I go 86%
I'm about
now.
to say, do not say 94. Do not say 94. So
but
we
it's
got
off season.
Hey, we got a lot of stuff to talk about this time.
It's been some time, man. It's good to be back.
Yeah,
took a little break.
This dude went to New York. He got, you know.
I went to the woods to find myself. Had to get back.
Yeah, you ain't do the Aaron Rodgers though. Like go smoke crack in the
Nah.
for a few days.
Man, Aaron Rodgers be off the stuff, man.
Yeah, he wild.
He
wild. But yeah, let's talk about we gonna talk about Jaylen Brown first.
Oh man.
Let's talk about his off season, man. Let's talk about his last few months, right? So Eastern Conference MVP, Finals MVP. Them some good accolades, man. Now, remember that Jason Tatum is on this team, right? Jason Tatum is on this team. Then he started a rap career. He got a song out.
He got a lot of time on his hands.
He done said something crazy about Bronny.
Had enough.
He got a new girlfriend. Or I don't know the situation. Let me not. He playing basketball underwater.
That's the greatest of them all.
What are we doing, man? This dude's playing basketball underwater.
And the crazy thing is, like, you seen KG was hyped by it or something like that. And I'm like, come on, KG.
What is shooting the ball?
Why are we giving it? Why are we entertaining this? Like, what are we doing? Like, let's not get crazy. Come on, Jaylen Brown. We know you had a pretty cool summer and all, but like now you're taking it too far. Like I don't know if you're trying to get followers on it. Like I don't know what he's doing, but it's just he
living the life. He just won a championship, man. He living the life, man. That championship changed you, man. It got to, because this dude is shooting the basketball under.
I saw that, and I thought I was the only person, because people in the comments, I was reading the comments, and people were gashed in the comments. Like, why? Incoming MVP season, all this. I'm like, Jaylen Brown not winning no regular season
He
MVP.
not winning MVP, man.
But
and I like Jaylen Brown.
I like Jaylen Brown.
I think he's the best on the team. I think who's the best on the team? That's a tough call, man. Him or JT.
I'll say overall consistency.
I mean,
in a regular season, I say Jason Tatum. But in the moments where it matter, like the most, I may go JB.
Yeah.
Is that like sometimes? But it's different. I was going to compare like Chris Middleton and Giannis that year that they won.
Yeah.
But I think Giannis was always better, but it was just like for what they needed. Like, Giannis still had the dog in him, but it was for what they needed. Like, I think for their situation, Jason Tatum loses the dog in him. So that's why Jaylen Brown has to kind of be more Batman. It wasn't because, like, Giannis didn't want to be Batman.
Yeah.
I think that is the thing with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But I think throughout the whole 82 games, I think Jason Tatum is the better player. Like, better rebounder, better assists, like, better playmaking, higher scoring average. Like, overall, he's the better player. But when it matters most, I'd rather put the ball in Jaylen Brown hands.
Yeah, so we saw in the Olympics that Jason Tatum. They had this whole thing. Do you think the NBA is trying to split the Jays apart?
I saw that, man.
JB and JT. Do you think? I mean, this is what you got to think about, though, right? He made that statement about Bronny, right? They didn't ask him to be on. They could have used him.
Yeah.
He could have did what Derek White did.
Yeah.
Right? So they didn't ask him to use that. So maybe Brian put a bug in Curry's ear, was like, don't do that.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
And then
they said it's a Nike thing, but you know, Braun really, he probably an owner of Nike on the low.
JT didn't play a few of them DMPs.
Yeah,
man. Like he didn't play a couple of them.
I never seen somebody who's supposed to be the number one option on their team win a ring and have a horrible summer. Like, I never seen somebody win a ring but you can look and they might be depressed. Like, right. I had never seen such a turnaround where you like, yeah, he got a ring this year. You thinking that person supposed to be the happiest summer of their life. Like, I feel like dude gotta be miserable. Like, you didn't win Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
Nope.
You didn't win Finals MVP.
Nope.
You didn't play certain games. Like, you didn't play. Like, you got to think about it. Tyrese Halliburton didn't play, but he just happy to be there. He like 23, right. 24 years old. He a kid from Wisconsin. He just happy to be there. So he's smiling. He cheering on the side. Like, because there are times where Tyrese Halliburton wasn't the best person on his team. Like,
true.
He played with the Kings. Like, he's not the best person. Like, there's certain times right. like he came into that build up. But Jason Tatum, he's always been the best person on his team. Like, whether it was high school, whether it was college, whether it's the Boston Celtics, he's the best person. And now you in the same boat as happy-go-lucky kid from Oshkosh.
Yeah.
And y'all the only two.
That's
like, you're grouped with him. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's not even about the fact that you didn't play. It's about the fact that who you didn't play with.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, it's different if he didn't play and Ant didn't play. Or he didn't play and Bam didn't play. Or he didn't play and AD didn't play. Like, he didn't play and Tyrese Halliburton, the kid, didn't play. So it's like, man, go sit at the kids' table. That's how it feel to me.
And
you just won a chip and you got to go sit at the kids' table. Like, that's what makes it feel so bad. Like, you
feel bad for Tatum, though, man? Like, do you think he should have got some tick?
I think so. I think so, but the fact that, like,
I think they bogus with
Derek
that one,
White
man.
and Drew Holiday, like, you like they playing. I'm supposed to be their leader, like, man, that don't look good, man.
I don't know what they.
And the thing is, I don't think Jason Tatum comes into this season and like does anything crazy to like turn it on. Some people like, oh, he about to go in his villain era. He about to come back mad. I just don't see that in his like personality. You know,
now
like,
against the Warriors, yes.
Yeah, he might go.
He's gonna have 40 shots against the Warriors. He's gonna have 40. He's gonna try to kill the Warriors.
But Curry gonna know what he's trying to do, and Curry gonna be able to combat that.
Yeah. So, which one would you, if you had the choice, would you rather win a NBA championship or winning a gold medal? Now, before you answer, winning a gold medal, that's the whole world. Like, as you know, and you're around some of the best, like, you're one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
Like, that, like, I hope they're not taking this for granted, but, like, I know Ant was not, but like being around some of the greatest Hall of Famers, essentially.
That's definitely cool.
Like, which one would you take? And which one is do you think is more difficult?
I think there's some things that kind of matter, right? I do think NBA championship is harder for the simple fact that you're not playing with 11 other best players.
Sure.
In the league at that time.
Yeah.
But what would I rather win more is different. It depends on what type of player I am and what type of win was it. If I'm Giannis and I got that 2021 ring, I put up a 50-point closeout game.
Yeah.
I'm good on it. If I don't win the Olympics, hey, y'all know what I did when I was over here. Y'all know what? Y'all know what I did when I was here. Y'all know what time it is.
You know what time
I came over here. I won. So I think maybe as a foreigner, I think it may mean like I came to America and dominated y'all. Like, you could play. If I play for Greece, I know he wear his heart on his sleeve because Greece is his country. Yeah. But you kind of go into it as optimistic as you try to be. You know you're not going to beat.
You know you're not winning
them. But to be from Greece and go win in the NBA, I think that's something that's huge, man. Yeah. So if I'm a foreign player, I don't know, man. I just got to say, if I put up a crazy performance in a championship in a finals, I might have to take that finals one over me averaging 7 points per game and winning a gold.
This one is tough though, because if let's use the Giannis example or Luka. Let's go to Luka, right? If Giannis, I mean, let's use the Giannis example or Luka. 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 Let's go to Luka, right? if he wins the Olympic gold medal, that dude is not gonna have to pay for anything. But at the same time, even now, he's not gonna have to pay for anything now. So I think winning the NBA championship is more difficult because the reason that you said, like, you look across there, you don't get to team up with. You got LeBron, you got Kevin Durant, you got Steph Curry, you got Edward. Like, this team should win.
Exactly,
like,
they should win it all. They should win. You got some good comp. It should win. It's not like you really look at an NBA team and just be like, they should just win. Like,
right?
You may see teams
except when
like,
KD got to the Warriors.
Oh yeah,
but other than that,
that was insane. Yeah,
other than that, like,
only because they won in the years prior. Like they won obviously 2 years before that.
73-9.
And so like it's a 73-9 team where like, they should have won. If Draymond doesn't step over, if LeBron doesn't step over Draymond hits him, they may 4-1 close that series out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, so you went to a team that was 7-3-9 that possibly could have won. They let a 3-1 lead come back. They're a finals winning team. Like, that type of caliber team, you go and get Kevin Durant, one of the greatest in our generation. Yeah, that's definitely
I think it's crazy because you can look across, you can see Kevin Durant, you can see Steph, you can see LeBron, but then you go back to Minnesota, you got Gobert over here.
Exactly, like... Gobert,
you got Gobert. You got what's his name, McDaniels. You got like them. They're great. They're good players. Mm-hmm. Well, Gobert, the jury's still out.
I'm tired of him, man.
But man,
I'm tired of it.
Man,
he better not win another award.
He better.
Not a single one.
For them to be successful, they're going to have to trade Gobert, man, or not play him.
Because that small ball is where things are going. Like they tried doing the Twin Towers kind of lineup, and it just didn't.
Yep.
It didn't really work.
Yep.
Because I think Gobert is just not. He can't switch.
You need that mobile five, man.
Exactly, because like you can have a situation where you may have some taller guys that can switch. Like I think Gobert is only like 2 or 3 inches taller than Giannis, but Giannis can switch things. AD,
exactly.
AD can switch things. These guys can switch things, but Gobert can't. Like it's a different kind of movement in the guys that's that height. Because think about it, Kevin Durant, 7 feet. Gobert's like 7'1", 7'2". Kevin Durant can switch things. It's about their mobility, and I just don't think he's a big man with mobility to do it.
Mobility. I mean, think about the people who have won the championship. Their starting five is mobile. Is he good on defense? Kristaps? He can be where he needs to.
Yeah, he can affect some shots.
He can
just
move
for the simple fact that he's 7'3",
and he can move better than Gobert. And like I said on prior episode, the best defense. Now I watch a lot of NBA. I watch NBA like almost every day, as do you. The best defensive half I have ever seen. The best
was that Nuggets one?
When
Ivory was in the game,
when Gobert, I forget where he was. I can't forget why he was out.
That second quarter, really that whole first half, but that second quarter, game
that was some of the best defense.
Game 2, game 3
that I have ever seen play.
And it's not
from
like
top to bottom.
Exactly. I'm talking about you getting Jokic to turn the ball over. You getting like Abe just was smothering. I'm like
you can't. They couldn't do it.
I thought he was gonna sweep after that.
Yeah, I thought so too. But like, yeah, man, I think they're gonna have to get rid of Gobert.
Yeah,
man,
I agree with you on that. I agree with you because it's just, like I said, or you just play him in small bursts. But he's not a starter, heavy minutes caliber player.
I think regular season you do whatever you want to do, but I think to build that, like you need to bring him off the bench.
Yeah,
man.
even Paris knew that. Paris, they were like,
exactly.
Nah, bro. That got to feel so insulting because if you're in the NBA, you're supposed to be one of the elites. Like you in the NBA,
you won 4
you can play for your country,
player of the year,
and they won't even start you. They barely even playing you.
They like, bro, nah, you ain't.
Imagine that Giannis go to Greece and they not giving him minutes.
Nah, that's foul, man.
You a liability to us. Even though you're in the NBA, you a liability. Nah, that's garbage.
Yeah. But we were speaking on Ant for a while. So, did you see him say that?
To Jordan?
Jordan was the only skilled person in his era.
He was wrong by that comment, but I get what he was trying to say.
I don't get what he was trying to say.
I think he was trying to say, like, the way the league is now is so much more skilled. Like the type of crossovers, like they weren't jab crossing, like the Ja Morant, like jab cross. They weren't doing stuff like that. A lot of this stuff was just
more skilled.
Yeah, now. It was a very fundamental heavy league. It wasn't as much of a skill as like.
But being fundamental is a skill, though.
Understandable, but it's base. Everybody has that basic kind of like skill set in a sense. Because nobody was doing more than they really had to. Like, well, it wasn't that many people that stood out. Like somebody that's like not amazing now, right? Yeah, exactly. And I think skill wise, like for example, you look at somebody like LaMelo Ball, right? LaMelo Ball is not amazing. Like he's really not. But the things he do, you're like, man, I didn't see people doing this in '85. Like I just didn't see people doing things like LaMelo. And you can look at LaMelo Ball, he's not amazing. Like, but if you took LaMelo Ball, you put him in 1980, not saying he's gonna destroy them, but it's gonna be things like, oh snap, I never even seen that before. Or like James Harden with the step back. They weren't doing that side steps. Like they weren't sidestepping. They weren't hang dribbling like they are now. They weren't jab crossing. So I think from that, so things like that, like I don't think they were doing it back then. No, it was more like quicker first steps. It was more like people were getting blown by weak in and outs. Like the in and out that they did in 1982 is not working that well now, because it's like you took what was there and you added on to it. So I think that's what he's trying to say. Because when Jordan came, it was like the type of reverse layups he was doing, all that stuff is like, we ain't never seen that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was wrong for the comments, man.
Yeah, I think he was wrong for it.
I think he was fine.
But I get where he said it wrong. Because remember, he's like 22, 23. So he said it the way a 22, 23-year-old would say it.
He said, I think it was him, that he said, like, well, the league is more skilled now, which I agree with. It definitely is. It's 100%. 100% more skilled now. Mm-hmm. Like, and the shots that they make, the shots that they take, the whole nine, like, but to say like Tim Hardaway didn't have skill, like
like Tim Hardaway,
Hardaway, Patrick Ewing, like
the thing is
Rod Strickland, Chris Webber, like to say that these dudes didn't have skill, I don't know.
So he's wrong for saying they didn't have skill, but like I said, when you're saying like these
Penny
names,
Hardaway.
But what you can do that, man. You can say that about almost anybody. Like take somebody like Darius Garland, right? Darius Garland is not a top 8 point guard in the league. I don't think so. I don't think Darius Garland is a top 8.
I give you that point guard,
right?
Yeah, I give you that.
But what he does is amazing. Like I don't want to guard Darius Garland. I guarantee most people do not want to guard Darius Garland, even though he's not a top 8, probably not a top 10 point guard. Nobody want to guard Darius Garland, but it's like you can take a basic name, and I'm not saying Darius Garland is basic, but like not a top 10 guy. You can take this guy and be like, it's so many guys who are so skilled, like 1 through 20. I don't think you had a 1 through 20 back then that you could just name like 20 point guards that had amazing handles, 20 shooting guards that had amazing handles.
So like the top, so wherever Darius Garland is, there's not that many skilled people back then.
If you look at the 1982 lineup for all the teams, right? And you took, say they had, I don't know how many teams before expansion and all that stuff, but say they had 30 teams, right? You couldn't name 30 starting guards that had amazing skill like that. Like, you can take every point guard from every team and be like, yo, their skill is crazy.
Yeah.
For that back then, you got to kind of pick and, he was nice. But now you can be like, he's nice. He can do all. That's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but I think you're trying to cover up for Ant. But
because he made a wrong comment.
Nobody back then was skilled except.
That's what I'm saying. He was wrong for how he said it.
He fouled. He
was wrong for that.
He fouled.
That's the young, like not so literate with this type of stuff. That's where it come from.
Hey, this is just switching subjects, but somebody had brought this up, and I was like, I don't really know. Who are you taking, Dwayne Wade or James Harden?
Career?
For the career, like you want to start a franchise You got to start a franchise. You got Wade here, and you got Harden right here.
You can kind of see what their career would have turned. I'll go Wade. I'll go Wade. I will go Wade. Because are we going just skill pound for pound, or are you going just work ethic, commitment? I mean,
you go work ethic,
drive,
and commit, but
like those type of things. Then I'm going Wade. Like I'm going Wade because like I said, Wade won a ring before.
Yeah.
Led a team. James Harden did a lot of amazing stuff. Won an MVP.
So you think Wade is the third best shooting guard ever? I mean, it's gonna be Mike. It's gonna be Kobe. Those are the first two. Wherever you want to put them, it's got to be 1 and 2. That's Mike. That's Mike and Kobe. Third, who you have? Harden or do you have Wade?
I think
because the things that Harden was doing,
was amazing. But I think Wade, if Braun doesn't go to Miami, Wade does because Wade's situation, you got a lot of ifs, right? If he doesn't get the injuries early.
True.
And if Braun doesn't go there, he can still continue to be Batman.
And you still put those ifs above Harden.
Yeah, because if he doesn't get the injuries and he doesn't have to be Batman, he doesn't have to because think about it. If you even take the 2 of the rings from the Heatles, you take those rings away, he still has a ring on his own. Harden never got a ring. True. No matter where he played, he never got a ring. He
played with so many Hall of Famers.
So many Hall of Famers never got a ring, right?
Ooh,
Wade has that ring before Braun even shows up.
Yeah.
Take the injuries out, I think his dominance goes on longer. He doesn't go and average 36, 37 a game like James Harden did. But I do feel like
James Harden was a big
it wouldn't
star.
be as so far away statistically. Because I think what James Harden did, he never really had season injuries like that with the Rockets or anything like. So I think if you take away like some of these things, you give Wade a healthy career, you give them both a healthy career. I think the margin is not as wide because right now it's wider in favor for James Harden because he's
been playing
his longevity.
He
shoots more threes. Like so, it's like where he's at on the all-time scoring list versus where Wade is at. Where he's at on the all-time three-point shooting list versus where like statistically it looks better for Harden.
Yeah,
but I think if he can stay number 1 on the team for longer.
Yeah, and I got one more for you.
What's that?
And then we're gonna get into some WNBA.
All
right. Dame or Kyrie?
Career.
This one I've been trying to I
don't even like it, man. Anytime this question gets asked, I avoid it completely.
Dame and Kyrie, this is one that I have been battling for about. I can't ever answer this question. I can never answer this question, man. Because Dame has been mad. But then Kyrie, one of the greatest shots, 2016? And he's just unguardable. Probably the most skilled person I have ever seen.
I think I gotta go.
But Kyrie has the chip.
The thing, I gotta go Dame, man. I think you take Dame, you put him on that Cavs team, I think they still win. I think they win. Dame or Kyrie on that Cavs team, I do think they win. But the difference is, at that time, I don't think Damian Lillard misses that first 2015 finals. I think Kyrie, he's more injury prone. He misses more games than Dame does.
Yeah.
I don't think, when Kevin Love pause went down and Kyrie went down and it was just only LeBron and Dellavedova out there trying to guard MVP Steph Curry on that first Steph Curry ring. I think health-wise, I think Damian Lillard is better health-wise. Yeah. And I do think he can do the same thing. It's when you got Braun, he's number 1, so it's he make anybody great. Not trying to say he made Kyrie great because Kyrie's already great, but I think when you get to play Robin to Braun's Batman, any season from 2007 to 2020, you had a chance at winning a ring as LeBron as your number 1 option.
It was Braun, right.
You have a chance to win a ring. Think about how many finals. I do think Damian Lillard possibly could have had a ring if he played with Prime Braun in that same. But if you take Braun out of it, and you take Dame, and you take Braun out of it, and you give Kyrie, I don't think Kyrie has been as nearly as successful. And not saying like Dame has been successful, but I think Dame has had better regular season records. I think he also has had deeper playoff runs.
So he has better individual accolades than Kyrie. And Dame Lillard, top 75.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people are so mad about it. Like, Kyrie didn't make it. But, like, before, I know they were trapped. But, like, before Braun got to Cleveland, they were not winning games.
Yeah.
They were not winning games. There were some times where the Trailblazers weren't. But, like, I feel like they stayed in playoff contention even after LaMarcus Aldridge left. Like, they still were making the playoffs every year. Like, Kyrie without KD or Braun or Luka doesn't do well.
Yeah. No, I get you on that one.
Because when we was at the Celtics, and they had Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Like, they had a solid team. Even though Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown were young, they didn't do well.
I think that's a really great argument.
But you're still gonna go Kyrie.
I can't pick, man. I can't do it.
Gun to your head right now. You gotta pick.
I can't.
You gotta pick. Where you going with, Dooch?
I mean, because you gotta think they both can. I mean, obviously Kyrie is more. I think Kyrie is more skilled.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie's more skilled than probably 99.9% of people that have ever touched the basketball.
I think he's more skilled, but I think Dame is the better passer. I think Dame is the better shooter, but it's not that far behind. From Kyrie. I think Dame is the better passer, but again, it's not that far behind from Kyrie. Kyrie has a championship. What can Dame do that Kyrie can't do?
The thing
is, what
right?
can Kyrie do that Dame can't do?
Kyrie has played on teams where he wasn't the best player on a team 3 times. Right now with the Mavs, he's not the best player on the team. Luka is. He gets to the finals. He's played with Kevin Durant. He was not the best person on the team when he played with Kevin Durant. He was not the best person on the team when he played with Braun, right? When Kyrie was the best person on the team, they don't do that well. Most of Damian Lillard's career, he's been the best person on his team. The first couple years after LaMarcus Aldridge was there, it turned into Dame. Like, Dame was the better player after a while, after LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah.
So the only time Dame wasn't the best player on his team was when he was like his first couple years in the league, and it was LaMarcus Aldridge. Then after that, he always had to be the best. So he never got to play with, like, when you say, all right, he got that ring, but he never got to play with a KD. He never got, except for this year when he gets to play. This is first time in like 10 years that Dame is now playing with a person that is better than him. Yeah. And he's coming off a divorce, no working out, bad season. Yeah. And so this is the result. And his best player gets hurt.
And the thing, too, is like, how many All-Star games have Dame Lillard been to? In the West.
Exactly. In the West.
That's Steph Curry territory.
Exactly.
Like,
70-point game.
Does Kyrie go to the West and get all those All-Star games? Like,
as the best person on his team and make the playoffs? I don't see it.
I don't know, man.
So as good as Kyrie is, man, I hate it because I hate having this argument.
But then you have to go and think like what the players are saying. Every time somebody says
who's the hardest person to guard,
it's Kyrie. Nobody says
I'd rather guard.
Listen, nobody. Now, I love Dame, but no, I haven't heard anybody say the toughest player to guard is Dame Lillard.
No,
besides Austin Reeves.
Yeah, no, it's
besides Austin Reeves. But like, I'm not. I would hate to guard Dame.
Yeah, but I'd rather guard,
and you got to guard him 40 feet out, like.
Who's better, Jason Tatum or Jamal Crawford? Realistically, Jason Tatum is better. I would rather guard Jason Tatum than guarding Jamal Crawford, though.
That's true.
So it's like the same argument. It's like I'd rather guard Dame than guard Kyrie.
I can't answer that.
But the thing is, but I say because the thing about guarding Kyrie or guarding Dame, you're gonna get lit up both. Honestly, for me, it just feels like I'm not chasing Dame out there. Like, I'm not like, it's like with the Paul George shot when he shot it, like, why am I coming that far out? Like, I'm not going out there because nobody in their right mind has 12 seconds left, dribbles it out, The whole 12 seconds from half court, and he just starts sitting like, I'm not going out there. Yeah. He takes the shot. He sends you home. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah. I mean, Dame is the one that'll send you home, but Kyrie can send you home too, man.
True. I think when Dame, but you got to remember, Dame is doing this as a number one option. Most of the time, all eyes are on him. He has McCollum there. I get it. But
Kyrie. Can Kyrie do what Dame did in Portland?
No.
As the number one?
I don't think so.
See, I don't know, man.
Because we've never seen it. The only sample size that we got to see of Kyrie is before Braun. Because even when he was in Brooklyn,
he was young though.
Oh yeah, even the first year, even before KD got there.
He had 50 points his first game with Brooklyn.
They lost. He missed a game. He missed a shot. I said, nah. But Damian Lillard has a 70-point game, shooting 75% in that game.
2 years ago now. Let's think about this.
How much he averaged? 33 points a game 2 years ago.
And his off year was last year, and he still averaged 25.
Exactly. And so, we have small sample size of Kyrie leading the team. And it's with Brooklyn. They didn't do that well. And it's with Cavs before. They weren't amazing.
Yeah, I can't. I
and they're in the East.
That, man. We're going to have to switch subjects.
Yeah, because it's a tough one. I don't if I had to give one person the edge, it's he won by, I think I give Damian Lillard the slight win.
You would have to.
By a hair.
And see if.
It's not a blowout or anything.
If I had to pick, you have to edge it. Pause to Dame.
Just in it. It's a very small,
top 75 all-star games in the West. Starter though too. In the West, taking his team to the playoffs, these shots, 70-point games, some of these runs that
Exactly. So it's when you think about it, that series, I mean, when they were going against this, the Nuggets and the one with Austin Rivers, is just praying, Dame has to do that as the number one option.
Yeah.
He has to do that as the number one option. All eyes are on him. Kyrie typically has eyes on other people.
Yeah.
You have eyes on Braun. You have eyes on Luka. You have eyes on KD. You have eyes on other players.
Yeah.
But Dame, he's taking that shot. And you're chasing him around and he's hitting crazy threes. And the thing is, when they lose, I seen Dame lose against the Lakers in that series, the bubble series. They won a chip. I seen Dame lose against the Warriors. They gonna win a chip. He losing to teams that's going and winning these chips too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
that's a tough one, man.
It is.
But another question that I saw was, the in-season tournament and stuff like that. So what Adam Silver is playing around with is, how competitive FIBA was. You got it?
Yeah.
Cash him out. Cash him outside. But how they playing with FIBA, how competitive it was, and they let him play a little bit. But they said they're trying to implement something to where NBA teams, I don't know how that's gonna work though. NBA teams play some type of tournament against international teams.
I don't know.
I just don't see how you work.
Yeah, I don't see how it works.
So if the Bucks play Greece,
who does Giannis play for?
Exactly my point. So I don't know how, but let's just look at it through a mic.
Even the Canada one, most of their team was Americans. Not Americans, but they don't
have
NBA
anybody. NBA players, yeah. So, do you think that works though? Do you think, let's say the players play with their teams, because it's the NBA season, man. It's not, it's the NBA season. Do you see something like that happening? Some type of tournament or something?
What I'm going to do is
and the same thing with the Big
Three,
because they said the Big Three, and their 3-on-3 is playing against international players too.
Free game right here. Just do, how they used to do the World versus USA, the rookie or whatever thing.
Yeah.
Do an all-star game. Try it out on an all-star game. All-Star game is the foreigners versus the Americans.
The best All-Star internationals versus the best.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's Team USA again.
Yeah, but this is different. Now it's Team USA again, but now you got Luka, Jokic, Giannis on the same team. Joel, he might be a traitor, so he might stay over here.
Well.
But now you got woo, and people gonna play much harder now. Like, I think
I see what you're saying. So go international players versus American players. That might be That might be a play.
And do it
because then you got Giannis, you got Luka, Jokic, shit. That's that right there.
That will get players to play more. I guarantee it. Because look what happened when Noah Lyles said they not world champs. Now Braun, right. Curry, everybody taking it serious. When now you got to defend your country. When you got to defend your country, now you taking it serious. When it's like the All-Star game, you're not going to take it serious because it's just East versus West. You can't make money a thing because they get paid. Like Braun's a billionaire. What is $1 million as a? He didn't know. It's nothing. So it's like these players, if they're the All-Stars, they probably got they probably got max contracts.
Yeah.
So they don't care about a $1 million bonus. Like that's going to get taxed. That you can get 600,000
just for endorsement. Wear this will give you $1 million.
Exactly. So it's nothing. The way to make it competitive and try out some more international stuff. I'm telling you throw in Sabonis. Now Sabonis makes the team. He feel like he been slighted. So now Sabonis, he on that team. Like I said, you got some of these foreigners that like.
Who wins that game?
Huh?
Who wins that game?
And I think international wins that one, man.
You got Luka.
If you take the best international players versus the best because the top 5 players in the NBA right now are not even from here. Like Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Shea, Joel. None of them birthed on American soil. And these are guys who are the top 5
You got Jason Tatum, you got Ant, you got Bron,
Devin Booker.
KD, Curry.
It's nice. But I think their game.
I
think their game.
I don't know, man.
Together, I think when you add the fundamental aspect of it, they will win that game. Like I guarantee
so
they
you
will
have
win.
Steph Curry, you got Devin Booker,
because they're gonna slow it down.
You got LeBron,
slow the game down. They're gonna play fundamentals.
You got Kevin Durant. I mean, you got the Team USA.
Like not trying to make it a race thing like this, but I will. You ever go to the gym and you see like the fundamental white dudes and you see the athletic black dudes and they lose and you're like, how y'all lost?
Yeah.
And you like they playing better basketball. Like they don't care about the fact that we can jump out the gym. They out here backdoor cutting.
I had that happen to me.
Yeah. We all had that happen. They, like backdoor cuts. I'm talking about like all this type of stuff. And you like
move the ball.
Yeah, all this.
Pick. Like, you got to talk on the pit.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So you know what I'm talking about? Where it's just like the team that you should win on paper. You come into the gym, you look at them like. And they lose, and this white team go on a run. They go on a run because they just know how to play basketball the right way. And so I think.
So let's look at it.
And they're gonna take it more serious too.
Giannis is. I can tell you, Giannis is.
Giannis is. I think Shea will.
What you got to think about, right? You got Steph Curry.
Yo, what is going on out there?
I don't know.
Every motorcycle in Milwaukee outside right now? Like, it's a roll rally?
Yeah, it had to be some rally or something. But this is what you got to think about. Steph Curry, Devin Booker. This is going to be Steph Curry, Devin Booker, LeBron, KD, and AD. That's a solid still because we just saw what they did. And then what you got? You got Luka. You got Shea. Those are probably 1 and 2. Then you got what's a good small forward? That's what you call it.
You could throw somebody like Bogdanovich. Like he was killing us. Was he not killing us that Serbia game?
See, this is
he not killing us?
This is where it goes downhill. Is what I'm telling you. This is where it goes down. You got Shea.
Oh man,
baller.
Those players play so much better.
You got Luka,
so much better.
Who's a baller. Can Luka play without the ball in his hand? Can Shea play without the ball in his hand? Can Giannis play without the ball in his hand?
I think they
can. Joker play without the ball in his hand?
Pause a poll on that.
Can Joker play without the ball in his hand? See, this is what I'm saying. Like,
for these type of games,
it gets to a point. I
think international
all
might just
those
win it, bro.
international players that you're naming needs the ball to be effective.
Understandable, but I feel like in these type of games, man, they thug them out.
Luka don't listen. Luka don't have the ball. The fool is sitting in the corner picking his nose. Shea don't have the. You see Shea cutting? Do you see Luka cutting?
I see Shea cutting. I see Giannis cutting.
I don't see Shea cutting, man. Giannis cutting?
I see Giannis doing
I don't see Giannis cutting, man.
I see him playing off of Jokic.
He can't even set a good pick for Dame Lillard this last season.
I see him man. Like in that dunker spot. Jokic, he using him as like Aaron Gordon.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, it's not even gonna be the top guy. It's gonna be the Bogdanovich.
But who's gonna be the small forward?
It's gonna be the bro. I would put Bogdanovich in as.
You put Bogdanovich in there.
Did you not see what he was doing? Like he can do that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you see in the first game too, right? He
I'm telling you, man. Like,
nah, I'm not worried about
Bogdanovich. If I get the list in front of me,
Bogdanovich can have.
I got the list in front of me.
Listen, Bogdanovich can have,
and they don't need to have him as a.
They can have
forward.
five games against the Team USA, and I guarantee he will never do that again.
I guarantee he would, man.
He comes off the bench in Atlanta. He comes off the bench in Atlanta, man. No, he don't start.
Yes, he does start. Unless they use him as like a Lou Will kind of thing where he's capable of starting.
He comes off the bench, bro. That's why I said they was paying him all this money.
He definitely was starting games all this.
He did start some games. I mean,
because Trae Young was out. I mean, obviously he's not going to start if your backcourt is Trae Young and DeJounte.
And you thinking about putting him against D Book, and then you bring Ant Edwards off the joint. Come on, man. What are we talking? Nah, bro. Nah, man. If I had to pick right now with the team that you just said, I'm picking the Americans.
I don't know, man. I think
Steph Curry, D Book, LeBron, KD, and Anthony Davis.
I think they might actually win it, bro. I'm not saying like I won't say this.
It'll be
I don't think it's I don't think it's just a foregone conclusion that Team USA like would lose with a
the
USA
fact that they can't do anything without the ball in their hands. That's what I'm saying.
It's not even that. I honestly do think that it's not a cakewalk, and that I can say it go either way. Like I can see. I'll take they will win, but I really think it's a strong possibility they will win. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. Like, oh, look at this. Yeah, they're going to win. I do think it's a strong possibility that USA would lose that. I wouldn't be
surprised if the international players win. But if I had to put money, who would you pick?
If I had to put a little money on it.
If I had to put money, I would pick the Americans.
This is what we're going to do. Next week, we're going to come with a lineup. Because off the top of my head, it's off season. My brain not clear on who is who.
Yeah.
I just got, like I said, yeah, I'm tired. So next episode, what we're gonna do is like form a team and see if they and do it like nine each because you don't want everybody like 12 on 12. You can't
form a team better than 9 American players because international players, after you get from that top heavy portion, you ain't really got nobody else.
I get what you're saying,
but we
like
can't
those
use him
guys
because we don't know where he at.
Yeah, but some of those guys, I'm telling you, man, they end up playing like Dennis Schroeder. Like now, Dennis Schroeder is an MVP of a FIBA league. Like Dennis Schroeder win in the NBA. I'm taking unders on his 9.5.
Your 6th man is Dennis Schroeder. My 6th man is gonna be Anthony Edwards.
But what I'm saying is
number
like
7
these players
is gonna
start to play better when they get into these different lineups. Like when Dennis Schroeder go play for Germany, now he's all of a sudden he an all-star. In the league, he a regular person, but now he an all-star. Like it's a little bit different. So a guy that's like a C- is probably like a B. So most guys that you may look at as a C- is a B. Most guys you may look at as a B- might be a B+.
You come with your lineup. I still got Jason Tatum coming off.
No. You already lost it now.
I still got
Jaylen. Lost.
No.
You're working against yourself now.
Listen,
you're working against yourself.
I got old boy playing basketball under the water. So I'm picking Jaylen Brown. Boy playing basketball underwater. What you talking about, man? I'm 9 players. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, pick 9, I'll pick 9.
Listen, these international players, after you get from the top, it gets thin.
That's pause. That's insane work right there. You lost just because of that.
All right, we gonna pause that, and then we go. Let's go to the WNBA, man. Let's go to the WNBA. Rookie of the year, man.
Oh, that's easy, Caitlin.
Caitlin Clark is rookie.
We inspire her. You know how we were saying every time we give somebody, like, we say something negative about people, they start turning up.
Right.
We start talking negative about Caitlin,
Angel Reese, man. Let's talk about Angel Reese.
No, I don't want to.
No, no, listen. Everybody is asking the question: is she good? I think you have. She had.
You don't even know how to get. You can't even get this out. He starts stuttering. She
has to be categorized as good. She's breaking records, and like I was saying, that means something. Having the most rebounds, having the most consecutive double-doubles, having the most double-doubles in WNBA history. That's that I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. But it means something, man.
You don't know what it means, and it don't mean nothing. Something. Nah, I get you. Like, what I will say,
be something, bro.
What I will say about Angel Reese, what she's doing with the rebound and the numbers, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you're a rookie and you break records,
and she's leading the league in
Lisa
rebounds.
Leslie couldn't do. If like Brittany Griner at her height couldn't do, like all these, like
Angel Wilson,
that's amazing. But it's also how you getting them too. Like 5-6 rebounds a night is coming from her just bricking. Like, she's not very skilled. Like, and I think the reason why I won't give her too much is because she was never really like that anyway. Like, from LSU, she wasn't really like a skill, like great footwork. Like, she was going for just a dirty kind of game. Like, as far as like she get rebounds,
rugged,
she would get little rugged game. And that's what she's doing now. So it's like you can't really. It's like trying to compare Draymond Green to Bradley Beal, where it's like Bradley Beal is obviously going to have a more exciting game and fun to watch. It's better to see, but it's like Draymond Green wins.
Yep.
And it's not like Caitlin Clark doesn't win. But what I'm saying is, like, her job is to be a Draymond Green type of player in a sense of, like, it's not supposed to look pretty. Like, Draymond Green's game has never looked pretty. We don't watch Draymond Green put the game to look pretty.
Draymond played like he played with a piano on his back. I'm like, dog. I'm like, but he's winning.
But he's right. Like,
he's winning.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but she is as far from skill as I know. Like, she does not have good footwork.
Come on, man. I can't.
She doesn't have a great layup package.
Rebounding is a skill. It has to be.
It's a skill.
Why Camilla?
It's a skill, and it's her only skill.
Why Camilla 6'8"? Why she ain't grabbing these rebounds?
Yeah, it's a skill. She's also not missing the same amount of shots that Angel Reese is missing. Like, if Caitlin, Cardoza, if she is missing 8 shots back to back, she may just keep grabbing the rebound, but she's not taking them shots like that, and she's not missing them like that. Angel Reese is breaking these shots, and they're falling right back into her hands.
I think Angel Reese, she's missing some finesse from her.
She said, "I'll sell my field goal percentage for the rebounds." Like, because her field goal percentage be shot, like, and the rebounds be there.
There was a lot of people. How you feel about
it's insane.
So they was getting blown out, and it was like 3 minutes left. The Sky subbed all their starters, but kept Angel Reese in so she can get that double-double or get the rebound record. You all right with that?
It was for practice. They left her out there and said, "Hey, this is garbage time. Work on your game. This is garbage time. Go work on your game, shorty. You don't get to sit out." How do you feel about?
Do you think that's all right, or
nah? I rock with it. You said they were getting blown out. Or they were blowing the team out.
No, they were getting blown out. They were losing, but kept.
You gotta have some kind of light at the, and like, it's shorty. Go get your number. Like, all right, we getting blown out. Let's have some kind of positive. I'd do something like that. Like, I used to hate when Curry used to take Curry and Klay Thompson out when they be on the verge of like doing some kind of something amazing, breaking some kind of record, and Kerr like, nah, y'all got to come sit down. Like, come on, at the end of the day, let it rock. Like, come on.
With that, like, I know Bill Belichick this one season, I think it's when he had Tom Brady and Randy Moss, and he just was running up the score.
Yeah, sometimes you got to run up the score.
But he was like, at the same time, he's like, if you don't like it, stop me.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
if you don't like it, stop me then. I wouldn't be running this score up if you stop me.
But it's different with Angel Reese one because she the one getting smoked.
Man,
they doing laps?
They got to. They doing laps, man.
I know this ain't two different groups. They got to be going laps.
It might be two different groups.
But yeah, like, I think the thing about it is, like, sometimes, like, if you're getting blown out, you're like, whatever, man. Like, at the end of the day, y'all players love the game.
Yeah.
I'll give you a chance to go play it and do something for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, get a record. Like, there's going to be
or like leave somebody in to get 50.
Yeah, there's something like that. Go get your record. Like, okay, the game is done whether we win or lose, preferably if we win. But go get a record, man. Like, because at the end of the day, you got to be able to say
you
telling your
kids
disrespecting
the game though?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I mean, like the game is for you to go out there and play.
At the end of the day, the whole point of it is to have fun. If I'm still having fun by dropping 48 on y'all and I can go get 50, I had fun the first 48 points I got. I want to continue to have fun. That's at the end of the day. Y'all allow me to have fun. Y'all not making my life hard. Like, if you made my life difficult,
if
you're making my life difficult, I'm not having fun. I want to go sit down. You're not making my life difficult. I'm putting up buckets. I'm having a jolly time. And I want to continue this until you stop it. I will go out there and continue to put buckets up.
All right, so
you got to put it in the player's hands sometime.
I agree with that. But, early in the season, right, you had said Caitlin Clark was playing like dirt.
She was playing like dirt at that time.
She was playing like dirt at that time. And do you know what I said?
What's up?
I said she will figure it out. She just
graduated. I never said she wouldn't have figured it out.
She just graduated a month before.
Two things can be right at the same time.
She just graduated a month before, and now look at her.
Were we both right about this situation?
She was playing like dirt.
And you said she's going to get better.
I said she.
And I said I hope.
And now look what's happening.
We both caught a W.
Now look what's happening. So, Caitlin Clark, she been on fire.
I've been cashing, man, back to back. Fire. I put back-to-back tickets.
Now, do you regret not having her on the Team USA? Instead of DT, because I said take DT out. Take DT out, and you said no, keep her in there. Do you regret that now?
I still don't, man. I still don't, because at the time when they formed this team, she was playing like dirt. Like, last thing I want is if you're struggling here and you're a big name, you go there, you cause distractions, you ruin the chemistry. Like, it's just, at that time, bro, this is what I'm doing. You can say I'm wrong, but the higher-ups that made this team agree with it, and they still won gold. So there's nothing to say that my theory was wrong.
I'm trying to tell you.
The people that picked it.
DT had so many DMPs, man. I'm trying to tell you.
The motivation, the guidance.
Caitlin Clark, though. Man, she ain't guiding nobody.
DT, man.
Man, DT ain't motivating nobody, man.
She
I didn't know she had so many gold medals.
Yeah, though. She said, y'all ain't about to mess this up for me. Y'all
I didn't know she had so many. So with her having.
So you have 5 going into it. You got to have somebody that's one of the greatest to play it.
She ain't going to care about number 6, man. She going to be like, yo. I got 5 of them already.
If you got 5,
you less 6. Motivated to get number 6, man.
I don't know.
You less motivated.
You want to run it up?
6. Gold medal. And it's her last. Nah, bro.
And it's your last time.
Go out with 5 of them.
Go out with a bang. You get to go out with a bang, man. I guarantee she was in there. Let them know, yo, shorty, don't mess this up. I'm fine with it.
For business and the team, I think they should have put Caitlin Clark.
Not for the team. For the team, no. People don't like her in the NBA. Like, they're not passing her the ball. They're not letting her steal the show.
Why do you think people don't like her, though? Like,
because she's stealing the show.
I do see some of these fouls.
You seen the one where Angel Reese told Shorty, like, because that bumped her. She was like, don't worry, she gets a different whistle. So, like, Don't even trip about it like Caitlin Clark, because it was the other day they played each other. But Shorty legit ran over and ran into her. I'm like,
it was dirty.
What you mean it's a different whistle? Like, no, that was an obvious one. Like,
that one is obvious, but at the same time, there's a lot of that stuff that goes on in other games that's not highlighted.
Exactly.
It's only the microscope is on Caitlin, so everything looks inflated. So if you,
I don't put her on the team, man, it's going to cause stuff. Like, these women don't like her, so they're not passing her the ball like that. Right. Like, it's a different. They respect Diana Taurasi. They don't respect her, so they not let her. They not let her play her game. But she is a distraction. You got to realize it. The same way you can have certain players, like, they just may be a bit of a distraction. If we're trying to win a goal, we need people that's just going to line up and it's going to be kumbaya in here. With her, it's just not going to be the thing, man. It's really not.
Man, I don't know, man. I think you had Caitlin Clark on that team. I think you missed that opportunity to make the game. The WNBA even better.
Kelsey Plum not letting her rock and like getting off. I can see that. Kelsey Plum don't even seem like the type. Kelsey Plum don't even seem like the type that'll just be like, yeah, we're gonna let the young girl come in here and get. But like, Kelsey Plum don't seem like that.
She don't need to.
I'm saying
Caitlin Clark can fit in wherever she get the game off the bench. They won't let her fit in. Jewel Lloyd, she could have.
Some of these they not gonna let her rock, bro. They not gonna let her rock. If anybody got left off, it's Arike.
That's true.
So before Caitlin Clark, even if you're gonna take DT out,
for real.
If we take DT out. It's still not even Caitlin that gets the nod.
She got left out.
Yeah, if you take DT out, Caitlin Clark still doesn't get that nod for me. It goes straight to Arike.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I'll say this: DT should come out, but not for CC.
So you're wrong. DT should not be on that team.
No,
so 0.5.
Yeah.
0.5.
Exactly.
So who you got winning the WNBA championship this year?
I got the Aces. I don't see them losing with 3 times. I just don't see it. Maybe the Liberty might be able to do it. I don't think the Sun can. Connecticut, like, I think they
the
can.
Liberty is.
I think they're the strongest.
I think Sabrina, like, when the lights get a little bright.
She don't seem like Kobe was her mentor. Like when the lights get bright, I thought Kobe was over here mentoring you. She just
seemed like, I don't know.
It's too
and
bright.
With her being one of the leaders on that team, I mean, you got Stewie over there, but I think with Sabrina got to turn it up, man.
Yeah,
Like, I was watching last year, and like, it just looked like she couldn't. But the old girl that she was playing with, too, couldn't hit a jump shot either.
So, like,
the backup. So, like,
I really do think, because, like, man, A'ja Wilson is so good, bro. Like,
yeah, she is, man.
Like, she's so good. Like, she's an easy cash. Like, I feel like the way she is for, like,
it just looks
like,
easy.
Yeah, like, the way I feel about betting on her is the way I felt about betting on Joelle in the regular season. Like, you just feel confident. They have raised the lineup, the fantasy point lineup. You like, dang, I'm still gonna take the over. Like, they put the fantasy out of reach, and you still take it because they still cashing. Like, bro, I took the over just now on Shorty points.
Yeah,
and it was like her line was like 55.5. Like, fantasy points, and she put 73 up. She went over by 18 fantasy points. Like,
and then you got to think. Let's say she does have an off game, right? Let's say she does have off game. She still hit a game winner. You see what I mean? So it's like she's always impacting. Let's say that doesn't happen. Bro. Then you got Kelsey Plum. She can ball. Jackie Young. She can ball. You got Chelsea Gray. She can ball. I'm just like
Clark doing whatever needs to be done. Like,
I'm like, man, this team is stacked.
This is A'ja Wilson last 3 games, right? 42 points, 6 rebounds.
She lost that game, though.
Yeah, 42.6 rebounds. Next game, 26.16 rebounds. Next game, 41.17 rebounds. Like, 41-17? When will we seeing WNBA players dropping 41-17? 26-16.
I think
like, man,
I think she might be top 3 all time.
She
like,
before
once
she retired, she might be 1.
I don't think
who she can't pass. If she has
Maya Moore,
if she has a long career, I think she can.
Maya Moore, man.
The only downside to Maya Moore, and the reason why people
she
give
didn't
LeBron,
play long, but the reason
why people give LeBron over Michael is because of the length of time. Like you gotta say the time. You gotta say the. I'm just messing with. But it's the fact that 40,000 points. Like that's why people start to give LeBron that, because it's his longevity. I'm saying you are, but I'm saying in general of why it's like, man, LeBron got 40,000. Jordan don't have 40,000. It's like what Jordan did in that short amount of time. It's a 13 year. What did he do in that 32,000 points?
I didn't know this. He had 10 scoring titles.
Yeah.
He only played
one.
What? The only skilled.
13, because he was the only skilled.
But
and just defending his dad.
Maya Moore, like half of her career, like she got 4 titles, but only played like 8 seasons.
Yeah, so I'm saying like
9. It's just like
it's gonna be the same
every
LeBron.
Year
it's gonna be
you didn't win, you won that next one. Yeah. Like. Nah, man.
It's gonna be a LeBron versus Jordan kind of debate. The shorter length, but what the impact was in that time span versus the longer length in that stuff. Like, but I do think she can surpass her in rings, man. They might three-peat.
I do like.
She's just so dominant.
I think so. Who you got next? Then everybody know the aces. That's
I got
just
Liberty.
Like,
I got Liberty. I just something from Connecticut. I don't really trust Connecticut.
I'm not doing Connecticut.
Something about Connecticut. I just don't
I'm not
really
messing
vibe
with Connecticut, but. If it's one team that I like, though, is that Minnesota team, man.
Minnesota's solid, too.
I think Minnesota is solid. As long as Naprysha, she can continue.
Man, she killed my ticket, though.
Sometimes she can be a little inconsistent.
She killed my
ticket
on
Friday. Like, she can have 37 one game, but have like 12 another game.
Yeah, man.
And then have 15.
Her line was at 21 and a half, man. She ended up with 17. She was the only person that killed the ticket.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Like, and they got blown out. I was heartbroken, man. Because she was the only one. It's different when everybody hitting on the ticket and everybody going above and beyond, too. Like, it's not even like everybody was kind of like right by their line. Everybody like blew past their line.
Yeah.
So you feeling good. Shorty just couldn't get it done.
You know who's going to be a tough out, though? Like, I think the Fever is going to be a tough out for somebody, man.
Oh, yeah.
If they play somebody in the first round, it's not going to be easy.
They're not going down
Caitlin
easy,
Clark is balling. But the thing that nobody is really talking about is Kelsey Mitchell.
I was just about to say Kelsey. She was one of the people that I took the over on, went crazy on the ticket.
She's balling right now. But nobody's saying anything about this girl right now.
Balling.
But she is balling.
I saw it. I took the over on
her. What's her name? Aaliyah Boston.
Garbage juice. Garbage juice. Like, it's the garbage.
Listen,
like,
I think this is what I think. What people killing Angel Reese about is like how she plays. I think that's really Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah.
Aaliyah Boston is not good, man. She's not good at basketball.
She the garbage that be dripping too. Like, as you taking it out and you just leave a trail, like, she just garbage, man. Like,
at least Angel Reese is breaking records. This girl, Leah Boston.
Yeah, and I hate betting on her. Like, I stopped betting on her because I feel like whenever I take the under, it's gonna be the game when she want to just play different. So I'm like, but then after the game, I look at it and I'm like, dang, man, I knew I should have took the under on her. Shorty is garbage.
I can see. I wouldn't be surprised if the Fever get like Connecticut or something, and
I can see that,
and beat Connecticut in the first round.
I can definitely see that.
I can see that. But if they face somebody like the Liberty,
then it's over. They can't do nothing. with
they
that.
can't do nothing with the Liberty, but or even Minnesota really.
No, Minnesota.
If they can get, if Fever can get Connecticut, they can advance.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with the Aces, man. But I think. So you think that Caitlin Clark figures it out? So with her all time right now, let's look at a snapshot.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think? Do you think she's going to be top 5 all time with what she's doing as a rookie? No injury. Let's get rid of injuries. What she's doing as a rookie right now, top 5 all time WNBA.
All right. So this is where I got a slight disclaimer. I don't know too much about the WNBA before like 20.
Before like yeah. So
15. So it's like I don't know. Yeah, so it's like I don't know them as well. Okay. So I don't want to disrespect. Like with the NBA, I can do that. Like I can be like, yo, Isaiah Thomas is not top five. Like I can do that because I know it. Yeah. But for them, I can't be like, nah, she don't belong in it because then it's gonna come off disrespectful. Because I'm not gonna do that because I don't know.
So what you saying is Caitlin Clark gonna be top 5 all time?
She could possibly be, but I don't know what I'm comparing it to. At least with the NBA, I know what I'm comparing it to.
Well, you know who Maya Moore is.
I know who she's top 5. Like so, I know that. Like
Maya Moore number 1.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like if I had the 5, like, I know she's in there.
I feel what you're saying.
But it's like, is Candace Parker in there?
Yeah, Sue Bird, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops.
Where's Breonna Stewart? Does Caitlin Clark end up having a better career than Breonna Stewart?
Yeah, I don't know. You think Caitlin Clark wins a championship?
I think she wins a championship. It's like 12 teams. The chances aren't that high. I mean, aren't that low.
No, I think she wins a championship. I think somehow or another they're going to form some type of. They're gonna get somebody they're gonna get a girl that is really good.
Yeah.
And like just like the Aces. They're gonna form some type of team like that.
Yeah, that can like
that you can be like, all right, this girl and it's just good for business.
Yeah. You gotta spread the wealth around.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I gotta do my homework on the WNBA because I'm not going to even hold you and act like I was just a fan from the jump. So I don't know what the 2000s, the early 2010s look like. I don't know what it looked like. So if I come across and I'm like, yeah, Caitlin Clark wouldn't be in it.
Bird,
but if somebody like, man, so and so was just like, yeah. So it's like I don't know.
You got Reggie Miller, Cheryl Miller.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Cheryl Miller was crazy though.
I know a lot of what the name and hearing things, but I never seen it on paper. That's like a lot of times people hear KG and how good KG was, but you look at his stats, you're like, oh, I would have thought it was a little bit more. Like the way you look at KG, like I didn't know his best.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When we was dealing with Magic Johnson, I'm like, once you start looking at,
you start hearing names, you look at it, you're like, oh, I would have thought they were better by their name.
This name don't match these stats, right?
Exactly.
Like these stats that you got, the backup point guard got this.
Exactly.
Or
so you're like, hold up.
The Mikal Bridges got this line.
Here we go.
Like Mikal Bridges got these numbers, but his name is way bigger than what you call. Like, I get what you're saying.
So that's the thing.
But next week what we need to do is come up with starting.
We got the 9
9. I'm going to America. You going international?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring my list. You bring your list, and then we got to go over these 2K ratings.
This is gonna be
the top 20 2K ratings.
We definitely got to do 2K
top 20
ratings.
2K ratings. How will we arrange it?
Yeah, a lot gonna change in the next week or so, 2 weeks. But yeah, man, that's
37. Ron Artest. Well, Meta World Peace, he was rocking at 37.
Meta World Peace. So this is not Ron Artest, or is this World Peace?
I think it's World Peace that was 37.
World Peace. Now this was before. No, this was after the brawl.
Is Lakers. Oh yeah. This is after. This is after the Malice in the Palace.
Malice in the Palace.
He was 15, I believe. Malice in the Palace.
Man, that dude was wild, bro.
That's New York for you.
It's New York, man. He from where you from?
Nah, he from Queens, man.
Oh, he from Queens?
I'm from Harlem. We got a little bit more.
A little bit more structure to you.
We not elbowing people like that for no reason.
All right, man. We'll see y'all next time.
Next episode.
Bro, that is really crazy.